Hi. So I'm gonna first say I made this dress and I completely forgot to film basically the entire process of making the dress. Sorry about that. I was just busy with uni and stuff and just completely forgot to pick up the camera and film the process of making this dress. So you only see the finished product. Sorry. But this is this dress. I did a poll on my Instagram of what outfit people wanted me to sew first. The Peggy dress, this dress, or a coat. Second highest vote was this dress. So, it's Regency inspired. So the Regency was in the 1810s, and it comprised of bodices that stopped just under the bust, and then just your long skirt. So it looks really pretty. Most of the time they've got sleeves. My sister went op shopping and she actually found this pattern. It's McCall's 8682. So she got it for me and I was like, okay, and decided I was going to make it one day. And then I had the idea to make it in the same way that I made the Love Never Dies dress, where I overlay lace on it, and this was born. So the top part of this dress, if you can see, is this nice like paisley black lace over some white base fabric, and then the bottom is some floral white lace over black fabric, which I thought would look really cool. And it does. I like how it looks. It looks great. So what I did was every seam is French seamed so that the lace isn't against my skin and then it won't itch. So I cut the pieces and then I put them on top of the fabric and sewed them French seam, so wrong sides together, and then trim the seam allowance and then fold it and sew it again right sides together, which gives you a really clean seam, but also ensures that the lace is not up against my skin, which is really good and preferable for me. I'm not going to show you the back. The back is a bit of a disaster with the zipper and stuff. But the lazy cheat way I did this was I cut my skirt on the selvage. So there's a nice scalloping on the bottom of this lace, so that's why I did it. But also, then I don't have to hem it and mess with the lace, which I did with the Love Never Dies dress as well. I just cut it on the selvage, and then I didn't have to hem it. So, it's both clever and lazy, but I did the same with the bodice. I cut the bodices on the selvage as well, but you don't see it because, it's in the waist seam. So I hand stitched the armhole and the neckline, and pretty happy with how this dress turned out. The lace was a bit tricky because as soon as I cut it, it was a completely different shape to the base pieces, so that was annoying, but still worked out quite well. My side seams don't match up, but that's okay. No one's gonna care about that. They're too busy looking at the lace. The lace is too busy, and so you can't actually look at the side seams, so it's fine. Yeah, I'm very happy with how this turned out. I absolutely did not follow the pattern. I literally just cut the pattern pieces and then put it together the way I usually put something like this together. I never follow instructions on a pattern. I just don't like it. Yeah, but this works really well. The dots worked really well. I didn't do any drawing on the lace because nothing would stick. So what I did was I put all the markings and stuff onto the base fabric, and then when I overlaid it with the lace, I was able to fold it over the lace and make the dots and stuff. Overall very good. I will probably make this again, maybe just in a plain fabric, because this is a lot and so I'll probably make it again in a plain fabric. I really like it. It all fit quite true to size, so that's good. Yeah, and the skirt's got a bit of a flare, which is really nice. Yeah, again, I'm really sorry I didn't film the process of making this. I completely forgot to pick up the camera. So, also, I was working on it mostly at night, so the lighting would have been terrible. But I promise, my next project, I will record every process, from cutting the fabric to sewing the thing. On that note, my next project is to make yet another pinafore dress, because I really like my circle skirts. We went out to Sunshine, and at the Manchester store, they were selling some fabric, and I found this beautiful red plaid. It's so pretty. Look at it. And there's like 3 meters of it, so more than enough to make myself another pinafore, but with a different bodice. I have 4 pinafores that mimic the Queen's Gambit pinafore. I would like a pinafore that doesn't. So what I did was I took an existing bodice pattern that I have, specifically the Peggy dress bodice, and I made it a little bit more sweetheart. So yeah, that's gonna be my next bodice and my next pinafore, and it's gonna have a circle skirt, of course, which means there'll be 4 meters of skirt to hem, but that's fine. And if I have leftover fabric, I'll just make another separate circle skirt for wearing with any random top. So that's gonna be fun. So yeah, that's this. That's my next project, which you will see next month. Next week, you'll see a new series I'm coming up with called Let's Talk WIPs, also known as WIP meaning work in progress, where I'm going to talk about a work in progress novel I've got. And I've made some crochet minis of the characters, so you get to see what they kind of look like. I'll tell you what the story's about, what the inspiration behind it was, things like that. It's going to be really fun. So if you are interested in that, please remember to hit subscribe and ring the bell so you get notifications. And yeah, if you want to see step-by-step photos of my projects before they come out on YouTube, you can see the photos on my Ko-fi, which is linked below. Yeah. Life updates you will see on my Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, mostly Tumblr. I'm on Tumblr a lot, so you can find those down below as well. And yeah, I will see you next week. Bye.